Hey friends, happy Friday! It's great to be with you again. I've been looking forward to this all week. Welcome to episode 10 of your modern day mentor. I'm Tyler Mohr. This week, to kind of celebrate our episode 10 milestone, we're going to talk about professional persistence and whether it's helping you or hurting you. So I thought it would be good as I was just reflecting. I can't believe it's already our 10th episode. That just makes me smile. That makes me excited. I didn't envision to the point getting here. It came faster than I ever thought it would. And I'm even more excited than I thought I would be delivering some of these messages to you guys. I love the feedback that we're getting, love the audience that we're building, and I hope and continue to pour out this content to be helpful to you guys. So if we haven't met before, my name is Tyler. I'm a mentor here at More Success and Significance. We mentor people in life to create assets so that they can have more successful and significant choices in their life. And so today I'm excited, like I said, to bring a topic to you about professional persistence. And like I said, I thought it would be a good topic as we're celebrating our 10th vodcast episode here on your modern day mentor. So let's dive right in. So many of you, if you've been looking or reviewing our content, know my background, and actually is in business information systems. I was an executive at a company where I was in charge of global operations, and so I had a fair amount of what you would call professional persistence, right? And I think this is for all of you out there who are in a similar boat. You are in a similar position where you've had a lot of success in your professional career, and probably a lot that has to do with that is your persistence, your tenacity about just getting things done, staying with it, your effort and consistency at trying to get towards where you want to be, or helping your companies get to where they want to be, right? You're getting your projects done. That's what I like to call and define as professional persistence. So, but are there areas where that may not be helpful? You actually may be putting more stress and more negativity into your life. So for instance, if any of you guys that are also very successful professionally maybe can relate to this, I got to a point in my professional career where I started to look around, kind of take inventory of where I was at, and my satisfaction levels start to really go down. My enjoyment levels start to really go down. And it wasn't because the job changed. It wasn't because the people around me were changing. What I started to kind of notice is that my desires, my wants, my outcomes that I was chasing, they started to shift. The things that I thought that I had wanted, the promotions, the status, the titles, the progression up in the organization, didn't seem to matter as much to me compared to what it was going to take, the sacrifices I was going to continually have to make to achieve those levels. So I want to dive into a little bit of, I think, something that could be really helpful for everybody who's in that same situation to say, well, Tyler, how do I know if my professional persistence, if my tenacity, if my dedication is being helpful for me, or is it actually potentially hindering me? And I think what I would say as I was thinking about this, I think that one of the best decisions that I made along the way is I decided that my professional career alone was not going to be my only vehicle. I was actually going to start to look outside of that opportunity, or at least that path, in search of a solution that would better fit my outcomes. Now, here's kind of the methodology that I went through. So I would ask, look at the life that you want to have, and that includes everything. That is financial, that's time, how are you spending your time, that is your family, your health. Look at all of those things, and I would say define what you want in that life, and I would consider that your perfect 10. That is your perfect 10 lifestyle. That is 10 out of 10. And then I would start to think about, okay, where am I compared to that lifestyle, compared to that in my ranking right now? So, and I would be honest, if that is far away, if I'm going to give you permission, this might be one of the only circles where I'll say is continue to dream big. If you dream of you making hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe millions of dollars, if you dream of having large houses, different cars, if you dream to take vacations on the exotic beaches of the world, that's okay. That's okay. On the flip side, if you're in a current position and you view yourself and you look at one or two promotions in your current field, if you look at people that are one or two maybe ranks or levels or positions higher to you, and you look at their lives and you'd say, that would be my perfect 10, then I'd say you're probably closer to a 7, 8, or a 9, right? If one or two promotions, one or two levels in your particular field, you look at those individuals and you say, man, that would be great. That would be my 10. Great for you. You're probably a 7, 8, or a 9 out of that 10. And if you're a 7 or 8 or 9 out of 10, then I would say you keep going with your professional persistence. You keep going. You are on track. And quite frankly, you're probably almost there. And congratulations. It's not that far away. So continue that tenacity, continue that professional persistence, and go get to those levels, go get to those aspirations. However, if you're part of the maybe smaller few, or like this is where I was, where I looked at those people in front of me and I said, that is not where I want to be. That's not going to get to the level that I want to be. I actually maybe don't even want their lifestyle. I want something maybe completely different. I was more like a 3 or a 4. And that's where I would say to those of you who say, I would say pause and let's have a conversation and let's think about maybe I shouldn't keep going. Maybe that professional persistence of keep going down that track is not the smart way to go. It's not the intelligent way to go. Because even if I do get there, I've already said to myself, but that won't lead to a 10 out of 10 lifestyle. Maybe not even a 7 or 8 or 9 out of a 10 lifestyle for me, what I want, all things included. So I'm going to give you permission today to take some time to reflect and to say to yourself, that's not what I want. I don't want to keep going down those roads. I don't want to keep chasing something that's not actually going to lead to my 8 or 9 or 10 lifestyle all in. And so the other thing that I want to let you know is that maybe your professional persistence has been in one area, one niche, one profession, one industry. And the other thing I want to give you permission, because I know I struggled with this a lot, is that I've had so much time invested. What could I possibly do? There was some doubt there. Or can I really leave or move my focus away from this profession or this job that has given me so much? I've actually been a pretty high achiever. I've actually performed at a very high level. Can I really, kind of leave that and shift my focus? And I would, for your professional persistence, I would say your track record that you've done over your life will serve you again. Have confidence and faith that it will actually serve you again. That you can use that professional persistence. You can use those high achievements, your ability to perform, and you can start putting those in other avenues. My story is that I made the decision that I was going to take those efforts and point them into enterprises of my own. And I can't tell you two things. How much of a struggle that was to move away from some of the things that I was doing. But at the same time, looking backwards, I can also tell you how much value that I've got from that decision and start putting my efforts towards something that will actually start to build and build and build, not just for my future, but for my family's future. So I hope this was helpful in talking about professional persistence, kind of two roads that you could potentially go down. Take some time to reflect, and out of your perfect life, out of your destination, where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself kind of in that 7, 8, or 9? Then keep going. We're going to be your biggest encourager. If you're more that 3, 4 out of 10, then I would say maybe it's time to stop and reflect and say, what would actually get me closer to my perfect 10? And how can I use my already accomplishments, my professional persistence in those qualities to get me down to that road, potentially in a different vehicle or a different avenue? And as always, if you are really struggling with this and you'd like somebody to kind of guide you and help you through this, you can click up at our profile link. There's a place for you to look at all of our content. I think would be extremely helpful. And there's also a place where you can click and get connected with a mentor like me and just have a conversation about what that might look like, where you're at, and what potential options there are for you based upon our experience. All right, everybody, thanks again. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Super excited to spend this time with you. Until next week, wishing you all but nothing but more success and significance in your life. Cheers.